So we got Ed here to the Analyze Corp. Thanks for joining. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about what we've been doing over the past 75 days. Ed and I started our partnership at the end of July of 2023, and now it's just starting October. Would love to kick it off with just Ed, you explaining a little bit about yourself, your background, and a little bit about Analyze Corp.
Yeah, thanks, Spencer. As Spencer said, I'm Ed. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Analyze Corporation. We're a data analytics company, and we do a lot with consumer data. We built a platform that we're trying to get into the hands of the small to medium-sized businesses.
Awesome. Well, Ed, can you share a little bit about your experiences in cold outreach before we started working together and how that was?
Yeah, so we put a small marketing team together. We had them kind of looking for prospects in different ways, some, calls, some emails. But in 9 months, not quite 9 months, but from January through August, we found 9 leads that we thought were qualified. And we didn't really close any deals. So we felt like we needed to find something else, but we really weren't sure what direction to go.
Yeah, definitely. So 9 months, or what? Can you repeat that again? 9 months,
Yeah,
nine leads,
from January through August were 9 leads that we found organically.
zero closed deals. Okay, awesome. So if you don't mind me walking through, like from the day we started to day 75, how many meetings have we booked total, and then how many people are still in the sales pipeline, even closed so far?
Yeah, so Spencer, you found us at a good point, and you kind of talked to us about the ability to bring in leads, and we'd already proved to ourselves we weren't doing it on our own, so we were ready to try something else. So you had kind of presented the idea of being able to do email and also LinkedIn, and that sounded interesting to us. So we kind of started in earnest with you in August. It took a maybe 1 or 2 weeks for you to kind of warm up the servers to start sending out emails. But once that happened, the leads started coming in. We've in the past 75 days, we've had 33 leads and qualified leads. And of those 33, we've still got 13 in our pipeline, and we've been able to close one deal just based on the introduction you did and then the demo I did. So it's been a great experience since we started in August.
Definitely. Thanks, Ed. And as we both know that there's a lot more meetings coming through, there's more calendar invites sent out. And so looking forward to more deals coming through. And then also people know that those 13 leads in the pipeline, hopefully they're ready to buy and will convert soon. But aside from that, would love for you to explain a little bit about the quality and the sales pipeline we've helped you build so far.
Yeah, so we put a pretty specific burden on you, Spencer, as you know. We asked you to find a customer that kind of had two qualifications. One, they were using segmentation reports already in their B2C business, and then they had Excel spreadsheets or CSV spreadsheets of their end customers. So you've been finding and making sure that they had those. Once you figured out that they have those, you give them my Calendly link, and these customers are signing up on my calendar, and I don't have to do anything. So every day, I see 2 or 3 of these pop up on my calendar. It's the very beginning, really, of October now, and I have demos scheduled that Spencer, you've put on there through almost the end of November. And so they just keep populating. We're doing, about as many as we can do right now. So we're really happy with the number that we're seeing. I'll hop on 2, 3, 4 demos a day. When I start demoing with them, they understand who we are, which we never had before. So, Spencer, you've been able to communicate to them who we are. They're not surprised. And in almost all cases, they're a qualified lead. And then when they're not, we kind of sort through that.
Definitely. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. And with that handoff process, like, what have you liked so far? Like, what processes do you think that we can key on to kind of explain what's worked so far in the past couple months that been working together?
Yeah. So, our small marketing team did the branding, and, we're doing some ad copy and that type of thing. And so, we weren't really filling that front end of the funnel. We weren't getting good quality marketing or sales leads. And so you've really added that piece to our team. You've got a lot of flexibility in how you work with us, and we appreciate that. I mean, the handoff probably couldn't be any easier. You did a lot of work with us up front. You looked at all of our case studies. You asked me a lot of questions about what we were doing, and you wanted to first understand everything we were doing and why we were going after a certain market before you started the ad campaign. And I think that paid a lot of dividends because the fact that you understood what we were doing, you were able to write copy yourself. That was very effective, and it was different than we would have written it. We were too close to what we were doing, and we needed somebody who understood how to do this, could kind of step back a little bit and just really see what to say to customers, and it's working. So the work you put in up front is great. The fact that you had us start a Calendly with a link was great. You're having them sign up, you're doing your A/B testing, and you're keeping the ones that are working. And so they're able to just click on it and then set a meeting, and then they can reschedule if they need to. And times on my calendar are open to people, so the handoff is probably couldn't be any easier. And then if somebody is a no show, which hasn't happened very often, you're always right on top of that to reschedule that for me. You probably stay on top of them a lot better than I do. So that's been really appreciated as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we have that process for making sure that people are showing up to the meetings and that we're confirming the times and everything like that. But also, a lot of the work on my end and my team's end is the inbox management, especially for people that go ghost. So we have those automated sequences with some manual steps, make sure that people are getting back on that calendar or at least getting the interest or showing that they're not interested overall. Um, but Ed, as like basically an outro, can you give me a little bit of what you think for last thoughts that you have and any advice that you would have for people that were in your shoes 75 days ago before we started working together?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what I would say to anybody who isn't happy with the amount of leads they're getting and the sales funnel they have, to absolutely talk to you. You'll look at what they're doing, see if you think you'd be a good fit. But Spencer, if you're a good fit for somebody, I would say move forward. The risk is very low. The entry cost, with you, Spencer, was very reasonable. We're not a huge company. We don't have a huge budget, and you fit us great. And you've over delivered for sure. So if somebody's worried about, oh, it's not going to be all that it could be, or somebody's not going to work hard for me, we found the opposite experience. Spencer, you've been working super hard. So that's kind of what I would say for companies who are interested in potentially going with you. I would definitely recommend it.
I appreciate that. And anyone worried about like ROI or what they're returning in an amount of days, like can you walk me through or elaborate a little bit about that if anybody's over on the fence right there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think being able to find the right person helps your days to close. And we literally have closed one where when they called me, they said they didn't need a demo. They'd already gotten enough from Spencer and they wanted to close the deal. And I had to hold them back. I said, wait a minute. I said, let me just show you this real quick. So when you sign up, you know what you're signing up for. And so 15 minutes into a half hour demo, he said, let's just go to your website. I'm going to sign up. That's probably the fastest, close we've ever had. But definitely because these are such good quality leads, we're finding that our days to close are much shorter now. Now we're counting them in days, not months. So that's great for us and anybody who's having this kind of experience.
Love it. Thanks, Ed. And I do want to shout you as well. Analyze Corp, basically, if you need any segmented lead lists or if you need to have a much better understanding of your customer or your client's customer, talk to Ed. He'll kind of show you a little bit about the platform and how their AI systems are segmenting and building massive lead lists targeted based off of existing customers and their behaviors, interests, and the demographics. But other than that, Ed, appreciate you taking the time and
Yeah.
looking forward to continuing to work together.